what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and Happy New Year. Welcome to 2015. What a crazy time we live in, shouldn't I? Man, 2015, doesn't it just seem weird to everybody, or just me? I don't know. I'm a fat idiot. Who knows? Anyway, just want to do a quick video, talk about a couple things real quick. Mainly, I want to draw attention to my man, Jake Link, and the episode of Creators Corner that is out right now. It should be the episode or the next video right next to this in the uploads. The first little, string of episodes. My wife is looking at me as I'm trying to explain because I'm retarded. It's a string of episodes. The first little, you'll see uploads, and then boom, the next one. Go watch that. It's a great interview with comedian extraordinaire Jake Link. It's really funny, hour and a half. A little bit of something for everybody in there, some great stories. Gets a little crazy at the end. Very enjoyable, a lot of fun. I'm actually going to have him on again soon because we had a blast. Talk a little bit of wrestling, and then I'll get you out of here to revel in your, no doubt, hangovers. I'm sure everybody's a lot more messed up than I am, but I'm a weird guy. I'm a big old fat dude, yet I process alcohol like a fucking power plant, baby. It's like, comes in, I get drunk. It's a very strange and cool experience. I get drunk, I have my drunken ordeal in a couple hours, boom. I stop drinking, and then almost immediately, like, I feel it going away, and I drink a little water, and then 2 hours later, I am sober as a fucking judge. Sober as a judge. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I don't get hangovers. I do have a hard time sleeping, but the important thing, children, the thing that Dave's tip to really help minimize hangover, shit your guts out. I mean, shit, son. Take a fucking spray fart poo. I mean, crazy. That's what you need to do. It'll help you out. Trust me. I know. It was funny. I got going, got motivated, started doing stuff this morning. It was a lot of fun. Took a shower, and I feel great. Refreshed, ready to go. Ready to tackle the new year. So let's talk a little bit of wrestling. Sorry for boring you with my personal talk. Bubbly. But not a lot of wrestling news, but there's a couple stories. Everyone's been wondering, where's Sheamus? Where's Sheamus? Or maybe you're not because he sucks. But if you were wondering, he is indeed hurt. It looks like he's got some clavicle issues. He is indeed hurt. He's had to have surgery. I didn't think he was actually hurt, but it turns out he was. When he comes back, they are toying with the idea of turning him heel for the WrestleMania 31 season. This is something that I have been clamoring for a very long time. Sheamus does not work as a face. I think the initial idea, because of his popularity with the kids, was for him to be the next Cena, which now I kind of wouldn't mind if that would happen because Sheamus is basically useless anyway. However, if they turn him heel, and he's the type of aggressive Sheamus that he was at the beginning when he was popping Triple H in the back of the head with a fucking bass pipe, I wouldn't mind that. In fact, I would love to see that Sheamus take on Brock Lesnar at some point. Now, I know that's not going to happen unless Brock does not go back to the UFC, which, honestly, I thought it was a foregone conclusion. Now I'm not so sure. I mean, some people have made this point, and I've kind of thought about it a little bit as well. But you got to remember something. Brock is 38. And while 38 and being the athlete that he is wouldn't mean much because it is the heavyweight division and there's really only a few top flight heavyweights and then a lot of fucking tomato cans, Brock could probably still really wreak some havoc in that division. But that illness he has, that disease, the vicititis, whatever, I can't ever pronounce that fucking word, but that's no joke, and it can come back anytime and fuck him up, and it would just make sense if he signed a more consistent deal to wrestle in a WWE, wouldn't it? I mean, a more, not full-time, but I mean, definitely more than 6 times a year that we're getting him. I'd like to see him wrestle more matches. I'd like to see him about 20, 25 times a year matches, between some matches on Raw and pay-per-view. I'd like to see him on every pay-per-view in some form or fashion. I like Brock Lesnar. I don't buy into this special attraction nonsense. You want me to buy the fact that Brock Lesnar is so special that he deserves the most special treatment in the history of wrestling, at least the modern era of wrestling. Because, in the 70s, it was common practice for, the champ to not be doing televised things as much. It was more about, and even in the 80s, it was about the undercard, and then the big events, the champs came out, which was fine back then. I don't think Brock Lesnar is that type of guy. He's special, but he's not that fucking special. He's great. He's very entertaining. And it kind of harkens back to my point that I don't believe it has anything to do with him being special attraction at all. I believe that his skills have waned in the ring. I think he's more aggressive now, and that's just yet another reason to not throw him in there with Daniel Bryan and anybody else who's really small and coming off of injuries. That's how career-ending shit happens. Now, I'm not sure who said it in the comment section. I just want to address this real quick. I think it was Badass Muffin, who I like. He's a good supporter of mine, and I appreciate it. But I believe it was him who said this. He made a comment about he wanted to see Daniel Bryan and Brock Lesnar fight, and he didn't care, basically, if his words were, it would be worth it to have that great match, which I don't think it would be, even if Bryan were to get hurt at Lesnar's hands. What an asinine comment. And I love you. I love you, Badass. I do. But one match is not worth fucking Daniel Bryan's rest of his career. He's like 33 or something. 34. He's not old. Bryan is not an old man. He might even be younger than that. I got to wiki it. But that's insane to think that one WrestleMania match between Brock and Daniel Bryan is worth the next 2, 3, 4 years of Bryan's career. He's too good for that. And I don't even think it would be that good of a match. Like I said, if it was Brock Lesnar a few years ago, abso-friggin-lutely. If Brock Lesnar 10 years ago when he first came, when he's doing all those matches with Kurt Angle, that's the Brock Lesnar I'd love to see in there with Daniel Bryan. Not this Brock Lesnar. That's my opinion, though. Back to Sheamus. What do you guys think of Sheamus becoming heel? Would that rekindle some interest in the Fighting Irishman? I think it would. I like heel Sheamus. He hasn't done much recently anyway. He had a very do-nothing United States title run. But other than that, let's get him bad. We don't have enough really good top-shelf heels that are just being heels for heel's sake, So hopefully we'll see him get going. And who knows, maybe they can do like an Axis of Evil thing with all these international wrestlers that join into a stable, which I think would be cool. And not just European stuff. It could be anybody, but it would probably be mainly European and UK wrestlers. But Cesaro, Rusev, Sheamus, maybe even BNB, Bad News Barrett, that'd be kind of cool. As just this super stable that's just going through people. That'd be fun. I know that idea's been tossed around for a while. What do you guys think of that? Other than that, I don't really have much to talk about. One other quick little tidbit. Naomi, it looks like after this whole thing works itself out with the Usos and Miz and everything, or even because of it, Naomi will be going heel. That could be interesting. I'd like to see Naomi as a really bad girl. That'd be fun to watch. I think she's getting more of a hang of what she's doing in the ring. She's got all this athletic ability, but I feel like she's out of control sometimes. I feel like she's starting to rein that in. And when she does, if they push her correctly, she could be a very, very good diva wrestler. But speaking of the divas and women's wrestling in general, once again, WWE has shown the discrepancy between what they have on the main roster and what's down in NXT. But this time they did it on an actual WWE show. If you watch this week's main event, during right in the smack in the middle of it, you'll see Sasha Banks once again taking on Charlotte, a rematch from our Evolution pay-per-view, the NXT pay-per-view. And once again, they fucking tear the house down. I mean, it's incredible how it doesn't feel like a Divas match. It feels like a match. It feels like a wrestling match, and it's just so well done. I'm starting to wonder how much of it is creative, doing what they do with the Divas, and the talent level that they have up there. Because let's face it, many of the Divas that are on WWE roster right now they're not really female wrestlers. They're models. They're spokeswomen. They're Eva Marie type thing. Even Lana. Lana's never going to wrestle, but I'm okay with that. Lana has a great role as just a straight up female manager, and that's a lost art, and we don't see that as much anymore, let alone done well. And Lana does it well. I can very easily tolerate Lana in the capacity that she's in for the rest of her career. I love Lana, and I love seeing her, so I hope that continues. With that being said, we need more female wrestlers, and really, what do you got on the roster right now? You got Paige, you got Natalya. I believe Naomi can turn into one of these girls, but she's a dancer. She's more of a dancer. But I think she can turn. She's athletic as hell. She can turn into one of these wrestlers. I believe, given the right time. AJ, if she comes back, if this whole injury thing isn't bullshit, if she comes back, she's in that category as well. She's a wrestler. But other than that, maybe Alicia Fox. She's athletic and leggy, and she can move a little bit. But who else is there? That are just really that you can count on for good wrestling matches. There's nobody. So they need an influx of younger divas, and maybe even have them coming up in a Hungry Wolf scenario. You have Sasha Banks, maybe even Bayley if they want to change her gimmick a little bit. Charlotte, maybe one or two others. Who's that? That one rocker chick. She's smoking. Reminds me of Lita a lot. She doesn't move as well. I can't remember her name, but she's smoking hot. And I think she's Irish or something. She's really good looking. Or Scottish, I'm not sure. But what about a stable of them coming up and just kind of new world ordering the Divas division? That would be something we don't get to see all the time. And then the current crop of Divas have to band together and fight them off, and led by Paige and Natalya and stuff. That would be fun to see. I think that would be interesting, something a little different. I don't know. What do you guys think of that? Let me know. Other than that, I believe I'm going to wrap this one up. Again, make sure you check out Creators Corner this week with Jake Link. It's hilarious. A lot of fun. If you want to be on Creators Corner, please let me know. I'll get you on. We got a couple more episodes already filmed, ready to go. But I'm looking for more people. I got a couple others that I'm supposed to be interviewing. I just got to get a hold of them, such as JD from New York. I'm supposed to be doing an interview with him. That'll be exciting. If there's anybody else that you either know, maybe you know somebody who would like to be on some of the bigger YouTubers or something, and you have an in with somebody who'd like to be on the show, let me know. Give me a shout out, and I'll get them on. It'll be a lot of fun. So, tomorrow also we're gonna have the top 5. I'm not sure what. Not sure which top 5 I want to do yet. We're going to have that and an unboxing video tomorrow, because my box came yesterday, my arcade block for December, which I'm really excited about opening, came yesterday, but we weren't home, and the stupid fucking mailman did not give it to a neighbor. He just took it back to the mail box in the post office, and now I don't have it. So I got to get it tomorrow, but I'll be doing an unboxing, and that'll be a lot of fun, so stay tuned for that. As always, thanks for all your support. Like, share, subscribe. Check me out on Twitter at ThatOnDaveV, Facebook.com/This Guy's Take on It, and right here on The Dead on Dave. Make sure you check out last night's Monetize This on Spectrum Gaming 617. I was not there because I had the worst night's sleep ever. But these guys were funny last night, this morning for me, whatever. Joe Cronin, Tommy C, Dave Rose. They were all great. Jesse was there. Troy was there. It was crazy. It was a good show. 3.5 hours. So just put it on in the background and masturbate. I don't know what to tell you. Other than that, I think we're out of here. Do the job. Got it done. And thanks for everything. Enjoy your 2015, people. This is the year of Dave. I'm going to get thinner this year. I'm going to continue to grow this friggin' channel with you guys and your support. And hopefully, at the end of this year, I will be sexy enough to where I can go beyond the scope of YouTube and take over the realm of all media, the king of media, soon to be your Dead on Dave. Other than that, we're gone. See you later. Peace. Feliz Navidad and all that garbage. Happy New Year. Peace.